Hello everyone. Today we will discuss water pollution. Before that, we will learn some manners. Okay. Say please and thank you. Listen with attention and respect. Share your materials with everyone. Keep your hands to yourself. Never fight with others. Okay. Take turns. Raise your hand before you speak. Water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water by substances which are harmful to living organisms. Okay, so in this, suppose there is a river body, there is a water body, and in that we are discharging industrial waste, domestic waste, sewage, garbage, agricultural waste, etc. These all things are harmful to the living organisms. They will contaminate the water. They will contaminate the water, and the water will get polluted. Okay, from industries, hot water comes out, chemicals are there, many harmful metals are there. Di- Domestic, in this, detergents, oils, acids, and other household chemicals. Sewage, fecal matter is there, food waste, detergent, microorganisms, etc. So like this, clear. So these all things contaminate the water. Impact of water pollution. Water pollution has various effects on plants, animals, humans, and environment. Many number of diseases are caused due to water pollution. There is disruption of the food chain. There is eutrophication due to water pollution, and the fertility of soil gets decreased due to water pollution. Okay, diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and jaundice occurs due to polluted water. If we will drink polluted water, then we will suffer from these type of diseases. Aquatic organisms consume pollutants and are eaten by other organisms in the food chain. These toxins reduce their lifespan and even cause an early death of these organisms, thereby disrupting the food chain. So, if aquatic, or suppose we are talking, suppose we have taken a food chain in aquatic ecosystem. Okay, in aquatic, we have taken a food chain that is aquatic food chain. Okay, so number of organisms will be there, and they will eat someone, and they will be eaten by someone. Okay, so suppose there is an organism which has eaten any organism in which chemicals were there. Okay, so those chemicals will get transferred into the successive organism. Okay, and from that organism to the successive organism, so like this it will get transferred from one organism to the another. And these chemicals which are present in water are very dangerous, and they can even cause the death of the organism. Eutrophication. Pollutants such as fertilizers act as nutrients and increase the growth of algae in water bodies. When there is growth of algae in water bodies, it is called what? Eutrophication. Means there will be uh, growth of algae in water bodies, and with this, the light will not go properly, and it will reduce the oxygen levels required for the aquatic organisms. If there are many plants, or we can say algae, in the water bodies, then those plants will take up the sunlight and energy, and those plants will also take the water, and that oxygen will be there, so they will be reduced in the level of oxygen. So the aquatic organisms which are living inside the water will get less oxygen, and then they will die. And the soil will next is decreased soil fertility. When the water is polluted, when it contains some impurities or certain chemicals, then it decreases the fertility of soil. Impact of pollution on buildings and monuments. As we all have discussed, that air pollution or water pollution, these all things have an drastic impact on not only on the living or organisms, but also on non-living things such as monuments and buildings. Okay, when water vapor mixes with nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide, it forms acid rain. Okay, and this acid rain corrodes and discolors marble and is known as marble cancer. Okay, the suspended particulate matter such as dust, soot, these all things get deposited on the outer surface of buildings. This results in a change in the color of the building. So it means this water pollution or air pollution, they have impact on buildings and monuments also. Next topic is steps that can be taken to reduce air and water pollution. What can we do? What steps can we take to reduce air and water pollution? It can be done on four level: in individual level, local level, national level, and international level. So the steps that each of us can take are use public transport, plant more and more trees, minimize electricity and water usage. Okay, steps that can be taken by our local communities, residencies, villages, and districts. We can motivate families and local organizations to actively contribute towards community led initiatives. Mandate and monitor waste segregation and waste treatment. National level, measures that can be taken for the entire country: planting trees around the country. Okay, cleaning polluted rivers, reducing emissions of pollutants. Nationally, we have to reduce the emission of pollutants nationally on the national level. And at international level, there should be signing of agreements between nations, to reduce air and water pollution. Okay, thank you. Have a nice time.